Hey, what's
Good
up?
evening, everybody. Good evening, Renee.
Good evening, Andy.
Good to see you again.
Good day, my friend.
And hello to our studio audience and the folks watching at home. Welcome to Livestream number 251.
Wow, on our way to 500.
And we've got the sellers on their boat,
Oh.
and they're in Fort Bragg, California.
Fort Bragg, California, on their boat. Welcome to the Sellers. I know my brother and my mom are watching. Hi, Brian.
Chuckinator's
Hi,
here.
Mom. Hello, Chuckinator. Chuckinator can watch because the Dodgers already won today.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
he's going to be in a good place.
So he doesn't have to multitask as much. So good on you, Chuckinator.
All right, we're going to open up with one. This is the title track from our album, Many Miles to Go. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. What?
That's
What
the
is so
Robert
funny?
Dill count.
Oh.
That's our old drummer, Robert. Because some people just go 1, 2, 3, 4 in, but he would go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just did that. You're too short to do the Robert Dill count. He's like 6'4".
Well, sometimes you start the count
wait a second.
and you become aware that somebody in your band.
Do we just do all that banter with no
Well,
sound?
Randy's saying there's no audio, and I've got the mute off.
All right, we're gonna check.
Great. Okay, I'm going to do.
Randy, is your TV
I'm going to do some sign language. That was all really interesting in between song pre-show banter. Yeah.
Can he hear me now?
Can you hear us now, Randy? Okay, we are going. It's okay. Oh, that's too bad. You guys missed some really entertaining back and forth.
Oh, you can do it over again.
Okay, Renee, I started to count in the song, and you started to
Oh, we can't
laugh.
go back there, Andy. You can't make spontaneous comedy. You can't do it twice. It's We'll have to try to think up something funny later.
1, 2, 3. He was just a young man without much to leave behind, a future still uncertain, on a path still undefined. He learned the hard way not to let relationships grow old, for he'd only just begun. He had many miles to go. He walked among the disenfranchised, the hungry and the cold, those who'd lost their lives and land in parcels bought and sold. He planted seeds which skeptics criticized and then watched grow, for their map was not his road. He had many miles to go. He wrote his songs the same way a young man goes to war, burned his boats upon the beaches once his soldiers took to shore. Corrupted was the empire he pledged to overthrow. Turning back was not our choice, for we had many miles to go. Upon these frontier questions, the best minds we have divine, where each reveals his skeletons in closets deep and truth? Or did he just uncover error? And what was once a prophecy to us is now a prayer. Pushes questions forward till those with much to lose pushed back. And when they couldn't stop the dream, they tied the dreamer to the track. He'd said, someday I'll die for change. You can't see 'cause it's so slow. As a light, those still living, and those with many miles to go. Read the myths of heroes with problems just like me, how their names survived the battles once their empires washed to sea. The objectivity of retrospect serves us well, I'm told. But me, I still hear voices, and I have many miles to go. I have many miles to go. I have many miles to go. Many miles to go.
That's a good song. It's a
Oh,
good
thank
CD
you very
too.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the title track, our CD from 2011, which was the year we met
That's
Sandy
right.
Behar.
That's right.
Oh.
Yep. No longer a newbie.
Yeah, you're a veteran now, Sandy.
Yes, I is.
Yeah, if you're watching online, which you would be because otherwise you couldn't hear me, right in the chat room when you first met us. How about that?
Yeah.
If you can remember that far back.
I'd like to know that, yeah. And any details you remember, like the name of the bar or the party or...
Whose wedding it was. My mom doesn't have to put when she met me, nor does my brother. Nick's Hospital, San Antonio, Texas. Thank you very much. Yes, she met me on my birthday. Exactly right. Senor, Senor, do you know where we're headed? Lincoln County Road or Armageddon? Seems like I've been down this way before. Is there any truth in that, Senor? Senor, Senor, do you know where she's hiding? How long are we gonna be riding? How long must I Senor, Senor, I can see that painted wagon, smell the tail of the dragon. Can't stand the suspense anymore. Can you tell me who to contact here, Senor?
Well, the last thing I remember before I stripped and knew
Was a trainload of fools bogged down in a
magnetic field. A gypsy with a broken flag and a flashing ring.
ring. Said, son, this ain't a dream no more. It's a
Real thing.
Senor, Senor, you know their hearts as hard as leather. Give me a minute, let me get it together. Just got to pick myself up off the floor. I'm ready when you are, Senor, Senor. Senor, let's overturn these tables, disconnect these cables. This place don't make sense to me no more. Can you tell me what we're waiting for, Senor? Thank you. That's a Bob Dylan song. Let me talk into camera 2 for a second. Hi, you guys. How's it going? Yeah, who needs Andy?
We don't need
That's from our CD, the 14th of February, and we will be playing that at Dylan Fest. Woohoo. I won't tell you what song number quite yet.
With a big 9-piece band.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I had to practice.
It was a lovely practice. You did a beautiful
Thank
job.
you. Now let's show them what camera 4 looks like. Say hi, Andy. It's that one right there.
Hello, camera 4.
And show them camera 1.
Oh, Renee's doing her Bob Malone impression. This is just because she moved them all, so now they're planted in my head. That was a training session.
Well,
Oh, I'm on 4 still, Andy. You go back and. No, it's okay.
so that's from our CD, the 14th of February. This is from no CD.
And that was a Bob Dylan song, and this is a Bob Dylan Festival hockey puck. It can be yours for the low, low price of $10.
$10, and it's a regulation puck,
That's right.
so you could
can
play hockey with it too.
practice your shot in your garage.
Very cool.
Hold things down and prop
Yeah,
things
I was
up.
going to say I use mine as a very lovely paperweight.
Show the folks what you do with it, Renee, why it's on stage. It isn't just a lovely accessory.
Oh.
That's right.
So I don't have to hurt my delicate hand.
Well, this is a very educational night.
One day we woke up and the sky was falling. We saw the life we knew in ashes and on the shore. We ran, we ducked, we hid, we scattered. We stood and then we noticed it wasn't falling everywhere or forevermore. We'd lost the battle. Maybe we'd lost the battle. We just lost the battle, but we're still in the war. One day I woke up to hear my brothers crying, and to the rage of generations spreading door to door. Tunnels and between the thrones of power, and crashing like the sound of iron statues on a concrete floor. Ah, yeah, we lost the battle. Maybe we'd lost the battle. We just lost the battle, but we're still in a war. Hey! Of wickedness are strong, an ugly silence and a terrifying sound. They've got the guns, we've got the numbers and the tools. Hammer, chisel, down. We lost the battle.
You wrote that.
That's right. That's called Hammer, Chisel, Down.
Is that when you were an art major, majoring in sculpture?
Yeah.
Michelangelo face.
I thought I hid that metaphor.
No, Andy, that's not what it's about. Just being silly. Hey, Sandy, will you do me a favor? Will you open that door just a little bit? I'm kind of warm. Are you guys warm? Are you too? If you're too cold, then okay. All right. Okay.
I was actually ready to say I'm too hot, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that.
Is there? There is.
Yeah, Andy does have a song about sculpture and clay. It's
But it's.
yeah.
Okay.
What song is that, you guys? It's not this one because this is a Joni Mitchell song.
Oh, is it
Is
I
it,
Want to Believe Me?
Oh,
Is it in the
it
bridge?
could be in
There's a guy I feel like.
like a sorcerer.
I feel like, sorcerer.
Locked inside the stone. A
Locked
sorcerer
ins-
locked inside a stone. That's a little bit of a sculpture
okay,
reference, but
what I
that's a
was
different
thinking,
one.
Yeah, all right.
Joni Mitchell song from the album Miles of... No, it's not. Hissing of Summer Lawns. That's it. Downtown, my darling, dime store thief. In the war of independence, rock and roll ring as sweet as victory. Under neon signs, a girl was in bloom, and a woman was fading in a suburban room. I said, take me to the dance, do you want to dance? I love to dance. And I told him, they don't take chances, they seem so removed from romance. They've been broken in churches and schools and molded to middle-class circumstance. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown, the dance halls and cafes. Feels so wild you could break somebody's heart just doing the latest dance craze. Gail and Louise and those push-up braziers, tight dresses and rhinestone rings, drinking up the band's beers. Young love was kissing under bridges, kissing in cars, kissing in cafes. And we were walking down Main Street, kisses like bright flags, on holidays. And friends that kissed on Main Street, amour, mama, not cheap display. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown in the pinball arcade, with his head full of pool, all bitches and songs from the hit parade. He'd be singing bye bye love while he's racking up his free play. Let those rock and roll choir boys come and carry us away. Sometimes Chicky had the car, or Ron had the car, or Ledford Melvin with his hot wire head. We'd all go looking for a party, looking to raise Jesus up from the dead. And I'd be kissing in the backseat, thrilling to the Brando-like things that he said. And he'd be rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and roll. Yeah.
What's that called, Renee?
That's called In France They Kiss on Main Street, and it's a Joni Mitchell song, and we play it because Sandy gets so mad when in Fort Worth Blues it says France, Paris wasn't his kind of town, that we tried to do that in response.
That's right.
But I was thinking,
My question is she saying that's a good thing, or is it a vitriolic, statement against public displays of affection?
I don't think so. I think
I
she
think-
likes public displays of affection, at least maybe back then.
I think people should kiss on the streets of France or Paris all
Yeah.
the time.
And I was thinking about that song, and a lot of Joni Mitchell songs, and obviously Bob Dylan too, but you could, like, I wonder if she knew a guy they called Leadfoot Melvin, right? Yeah, with his hot wire head.
I have a confession to make. That's a lyric in that song?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes Chicky had the car, or Ron had the car, or Leadfoot Melvin with his hot wire head. They'd all go looking for a party, looking to raise
The
Jesus
only
up from
word
the
I
dead.
know from that part was Chicky,
Yeah.
and then looking for a party. And
Yeah.
everything else was to me.
Well, it's a
Spoken like a
Glad to-
true
yeah.
lead guitar player. Lyrics, time wasted between solos. But you know, I mean, I was thinking like you could write a screenplay just based on that song, like inspired by that song. You've got characters,
Yeah.
you know, and a place and a feel and a mood. And
So who drives again? Chicky?
sometimes Chicky had the car.
Is that a guy or a girl?
I think it's a guy, but that doesn't mean it has to be.
Chick Corea, maybe, the
Or
keyboardist?
Ron had the car. Ron Sampson had the car. Or Leadfoot Melvin. I don't think I know anyone named Melvin.
Melvin and the Blue Notes. I
Yeah.
bet they're all musicians.
I bet they're not. I
Yeah.
bet they're people she made up.
Chick Corea. I bet there's got to be a musician named Ron. I don't know.
Ron Carter, he's an amazing jazz bass
Ron
player.
Wood?
There you go. Ron Wood.
Wood.
Ronnie Wood. He'd drive that car looking for a party for sure. Yeah.
What's Melvin from Melvin and the
Melvin.
Blue Notes
Yeah.
last name?
I don't know. I don't even know if there's a guy named Melvin in the band. You know, he could be like the Jay Giles band.
Or like Hootie. There's no one named
yeah,
Hootie.
right.
Okay, well, I think we've pretty much beat that
Well,
horse to death.
The stand-up comedy part is over now.
Sorry. No, but I mean, a lot of Joni Mitchell songs are like that, and obviously Bob Dylan songs too. They're very, you know, cinematic, and you know, you can picture it while you're doing. That's what makes them so great, right? All right. Well, these people in this song are real.
Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed the good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Didn't you love the things that they stood for? Didn't they try to do some good for you and me? And we'll be free someday soon. It's gonna be one day. Anybody here seen my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw him walking up over the hill with Abraham and Martin and John. Thank you very much. That's an old Dion song from, I don't know what year, 70, 69, 68 maybe?
So who else do we have out there, Sandy? Anybody? I know Randy and Sylvia are on there, yeah.
Randy and
How you
Sylvia are
guys?
on. Kevin and Kathy are on.
Hey.
Don is on. He's coming out next Friday for Dylan Fest.
Nice. Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that yet. Andy, I'm not sure if you've heard, if you've seen any of the advertisements, but Dylan Fest is a week from Sunday.
Oh.
Maybe that caught you a little off guard. Did you
That's
guys see
right.
the...
Now that you mention
Well, you know why you know is because you saw it in the electronic billboard at the library on Artesia.
That's right, across from Chicken City.
Yeah, I saw it today on my
Across
way
from
here.
Eat Fantastic.
Oh, wow. I didn't see it.
Yeah. So on all the Torrance City of Torrance electronic billboards, there's about 5 of them, I think. If you are at a light and you're not looking at your phone, you should look at the the electronic sign, and maybe you'll see it. Dylan has, and of course, the amazing, fantastic billboard that Malaga Bank put up for us on PCH down in South Redondo, which is super fabulous. Yes, I do, Andy. Thank you for whispering that advice to me. I appreciate that. We like to say heaven's just a half step away. If it sounds bad, if you move your finger one or fret one way or the other, you might be in better luck. All right, this is a J.D. Souther song. Is that C? A bouncy C, yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
Faithless love, like a river flows, raindrops falling on a broken rose, down in some valley where nobody goes, and the night rolls in like some cold dark wind. Faithless love, like a river flows. Faithless love, where did I go wrong? Was it telling stories in a heartbreak song where nobody's right, nobody was wrong? Faithless love will find you, and the misery entwine you. Faithless love, where did I go wrong? Well, I guess I'm standing in the hall of broken dreams. That's the way it sometimes goes. I never knew love never turns out like it seems. Guess the feeling comes and goes. Faithless love, like a river flows, like raindrops falling on a broken rose, down in some valley where nobody goes. Faithless love has found me, thrown its chilly arms around me. Faithless love, like a river flows. Thank you very much.
Beautiful song.
That is a pretty song.
It really is.
Yeah, we were just listening to that. Yeah, J.D. Souther wrote that. He wrote a million, and he wrote a bunch of the Eagles hits, too. He just passed away. Yeah. We had a request for this at our gig the other day, but we never got around to it. Yeah.
That's when part of the reason we never got around with it is I couldn't remember how it went.
Ah, that is a problem. Which is why we say we have these song lists. They have 520 songs we claim to know how to play. We'd like to have a little out.
So this is for that guy who knows where he is tonight.
If we see him next week, we can just go, hey, go to live stream number 251, about 40 minutes into it, and you'll hear your song. This is for that guy at the lighthouse. Was it the lighthouse? Yeah.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass. They slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, caressing and caressing me. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Images of broken light which stands before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my opened ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, untying love which shines around me like a million suns. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Jai Guru Deva. Thank you very much. Hold old John Lennon song.
Always think it's George Harrison. I have to remind myself it's John Lennon.
Right, and
Yeah,
I
it-
understand
yeah,
why
me
you would think
too.
that because of the chant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very George.
it's very George.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. It's very George. So Larry Prislow is back from Africa joining us after
Hi,
34
Larry
hours
Prislow.
of travel time.
Wow. Well, welcome back. It was life-changing, right, Larry? Yes, it was.
And I will let you know who else is on by handing you this request.
You look, the pictures were amazing. You guys were confusing me. Larry and Cheryl went to Africa, but in the middle of their trip, they were posting all these Africa pictures, and then they would post these pictures of like Larry getting another hole-in-one in Palos Verdes, and I was like, I'm
Wow,
very
he's doing a lot of
confused.
traveling back and forth.
Super duper confused. But welcome back. Glad you got back safe and sound. Glad you're back. Andy, this is a quiz. Andy keeps asking me what chords things are.
I know. Well, one day I had the transpose on like within the last few gigs, and it's given me
You're a
PTSD.
little gun shy. All right. That is a D.
All right.
For those of you keeping score. Over the sea and far away, she's waiting like an iceberg, waiting to change what she's called inside. She wants to be like the water. All the muscles tighten in her face, buries her soul in one embrace. They're one and the same, just like water. Then the fire fades away, but most of every day is full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but they give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world to me. On comes the panic light, holding on with fingers and feelings alive. But the time has come to move along. Then the fire fades away, but most of every day is full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world. Can you help me? Can you let me go? And can you still love me when you can't see me anymore? Then the fire fades away, most of every day, full of tired excuses, but it's too hard to say. I wish it was simple, but we give up easily. We're close enough to see that you're on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world. You're on the other side of the world to me. Hey, Andy.
Yes, Renee.
How did she come up with that song? Like, those aren't super usual chord changes, and it's a really good melody, and
I know it's
Right?
a perfect little song
it's
in
such.
my opinion.
Don't you guys think
Got a
it's
really
it's
beautiful chorus, and
it
then
doesn't
this
sound-
bridge that goes
Yeah.
completely somewhere else and brings it back home. All in 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's such a, and it has a really, like, acrobatic sort of, thing in the chorus, but not, look at me, Yeah, it's a really lovely song. We don't play it enough. And I'm blaming you.
All right.
Well, you have the other side of the world and the other side of the wind, and sometimes it gets really
I
confusing.
know. Yeah. And the other side of Bob Dylan. Hey,
right.
Bill Colantoni's on online.
I know.
Hey, Bill. And
yeah, the
Bill,
cue ball.
he signed. Did you put barbecue, Bill, or did he? You did. Okay, but he does barbecue and fantastically. But he also brings to life the Dylan Fest graphics.
That's
yeah.
right.
So.
Oh my God, great job.
Yeah, awesome job. We got the T-shirts, we got the mugs, we got the totes. It all looks fabulous. Thank you so much.
Isn't totes one of those currently popular terms that means some other word? Like
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
uncomfortable. One of those words that no one of our age
Andy,
would ever
you're so
say.
adorbs when you say that.
All right, let's do one for the Chuckinator, Renee, and just take it
Actually,
easy.
I have to say something though. Okay, so on this subject, so if Andy tells me he got a text from someone, he'll go, "Boy, that was sure great, lol." He'll say, instead of LOL, he'll go lol, and he knows he's supposed to say LOL. But he says lol anyway.
I'm not a fan of this generation's spelling.
This generation. Which generation is that? I think the LOL's been around since 3 generations ago.
It's been around so long that it's no longer cool any longer. It's only us that use it.
I am lolling with one L. Well, 2 on either side.
Right. How would you spell it? Well, whatever is intuitive won't be right. It'll be with one L, and you'll go, well, no, if it's a short O vowel, it has to be 2 L's.
But then it means you're just lazing about. It's an entirely different meaning. I wasn't lolling. I was laughing out loud. LOL. Yeah? Is anybody who's with me?
Oh, yeah. Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wide. A million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse of how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes, face of strength, changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes, face of strength, changes. Just gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Watch the ripples change their size and never leave the stream of warm impermanence, and so the days flow through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultation. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes, face of strength, changes. Don't tell us to grow up and out of it. Changes, face of strength, changes. Where's your shame you left us up to chasing it. Time may change me, but you can't trace time. Strange fascination, fascinating me. Changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes, face is strange. Changes, ooh, look at you, Chuckinator. Changes, face is strange. Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna have to get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I said that time may change me, but I can't trace time. Thank you very much.
So somebody online did make an observation. LOL could also mean lots of love.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
maybe
now
when-
you're not sure.
And of course, WTF is why the face?
It's not?
Okay. Whatever you guys say.
I heard you.
LMAO. LMAO. Sounds like it's Chinese.
El Mao.
All right, well, we were almost the victims of a little bad information, which a lot of people have been victims of bad information. We were going to do the Bob Dylan quote that's been going around the internet about the Pope dying, but it turns out it was fake. He didn't say that. It was nice.
It was still a really good
It was
quote.
really, it was a really beautiful quote. So
But
whoever
Bob
was
Dylan
pulling
didn't say
that
it.
scam, you're pretty convincing.
Yeah. So Andy put this song in that we were going to say that quote, but then it turns out it wasn't really a quote by Bob Dylan. So we thought we'd play the song anyway because it's a really nice song, right? Check your sources, people. All right. We learned this to play at a wedding, didn't we, Andy? We did. We oddly had never learned it before.
This is a song. The lyric is taken from almost all the lyric is taken from the Bible, from the book of Ecclesiastes, except for one line, which was written by Pete Seeger, or I can't remember. It's one line, but it's I can't remember how many. Oh, it's and also the very last line. I swear it's not too late, and the three words: turn, turn, turn.
Write a word, get a third. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones. To everything
Turn, turn, turn.
there is a season.
Turn, turn, turn.
And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow. A time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
Woo! Commercial break.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, he just wrote a few of those words. And, it's time for the
And the-
commercial.
That's right. And just as we move into our commercial, I'll say that Pete gives, I can't remember, maybe half of the royalties to that song to some really great charity. Yeah. It's something good, though. I can't remember what it is. But he does keep a little bit, just because he did take that pre-existing thing and come up with some music and make it so that here we are, however many years after Ecclesiastes was written, and everybody knows it. So anyway, so this, on the other hand, whereas Pete was giving away half of his royalties. This is how you can give some money to us here. I don't know if we have a song celebrating capitalism, Renee. I think you're working on something.
Money, 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 money.
There you go. Yeah.
Money.
But this is how you can support our enterprise. There's an email address there, and PayPal, and Venmo, and the Bitcoin.
Andy, that was a really enthusiastic way to ask people to give us money. I just wanted to tell you. We have done it 252 times. No,
One.
502 times.
We
now.
always break off a little for the good folks at the Midnight Mission. All seriousness aside, that is something that we make some space for.
Every show.
Yeah, they're a fantastic group. They take care of the least among us, and without them, the least well-off would have it even worse, and I don't think anybody wants that.
I think Pete probably gave more to his charity than we gave to the Midnight Mission from that song, though.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's all relative.
But Pete didn't have to pay for the rights to the Bible part.
as Craig Bowers would say, it's like Einstein's theory of his relatives. Yeah.
Well, we're going to do a song now. Oh, yeah, you can make requests, by the way, for those of you who are new to us, or you just forgot, or we've been talking so much you don't know what the hell's going on. Sandy there in the chat room is ready and willing for your request. She's got her pen poised above the piece of paper.
To our people here, because they should be making requests.
Did I just actually say her pen is poised above the piece of paper? I think I did. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is a song by Jackie Brown, and Jackie Brown. I'm sorry, Jackie Green is his name, not Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown is a song by John Mellencamp.
Yeah. Jackie Green is a guy who is a really great songwriter. We're a little punchy, you guys. I mean, I think that's obvious by now. Sandy hasn't slept in like a week.
I haven't slept in forever.
I went to bed early, but then I got up at some ungodly hour. Yes? Are you whispering to me, sweet nothings?
Something about transpose.
I love when Andy says, "Are you transposed?"
Ooh, that's so
super hot. Yeah.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4. My baby's got a helpless heart. She's got a thing for mistletoe. The kind of girl it's easy to believe in. I come home on a Saturday night with not one thing to show. She asks me, "Baby, how are you feeling?" And I tell her that it ain't easy to be a man like me. Yes, I tell her, she listens, stands right by me. Oh, she must mean everything to me. My baby's got the gentle touch. She's got the champagne in her soul. She's crazy about candlelight and roses. She owns her body and her brain, but her heart she can't control. She's everything to me, and yes, she knows it. And I tell her that it ain't easy to be a man, oh, a man like me. Yes, I tell her, she listens, she loves me tenderly. Oh, she must mean everything to me. My baby's got the misty eyes. She makes love like a hurricane. She tells me that she's true and I don't doubt it. The roof's leaking and the bills ain't paid, but still I can't complain. 'Cause when I'm with her, I don't think about it. And I tell her that it ain't easy to be a man, oh, a man like me. Yes, I tell her, she listens, she loves me honestly. Oh, she must mean everything Thank you very much. That's a Jackie Green song called Everything to Me.
Great song.
So I really had to use my chest voice on that song.
Oh, you needed a tech crew.
Okay, so you can push Dylan Fest a little more because Susie's online and Dave Leahy is online. And because Dave Leahy is online, you know I
We have a joke.
Okay, I need my reading glasses. Are we ready? Okay. I remember sitting in psychology class and learning about Pavlo and thinking, those stupid dogs. And then the bell rang and we all went to lunch.
Yeah, Dave.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love Dave Leahy.
And Pam and Chris went to a model train museum called Cripple Creek. Therefore, the request.
The request. All right, I love it. Well, hey to Dave Leahy, and it's Susie Glaze on
Yeah,
there. Hi,
absolutely.
Susie. How you doing? Probably Steve's probably with her there. They're
Hello,
kind of
Susie.
together a
Hello,
lot.
Steve.
No, Dave. Steve Rankin. Yeah. So hey, by the way, these two, three people there are playing at Dylan Fest, and you should really come. And because you know why, Andy?
Why, Renee?
Well, because it's the best day of the year.
It is.
Because you get all amazing music and tons of great friends, old and new, and it's outside, and there's food and stuff to drink, and unless you're volunteering or playing, you don't have to do any work. You just have to have fun. And if you're playing or volunteering, you get to work and have fun. Right?
Absolutely.
It is a blast.
Yeah, and it's May 11th. It's Mother's Day. And some people may say, well, I have to go eat an overpriced, super crowded brunch on Mother's Day. I can't come. And my answer to that is, well, come after super crowded, overpriced brunch, or skip brunch altogether and just bring your mom to Dylan Fest.
That's right.
Or your kids or your grandkids. That's my answer to that.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's hard to go out on those holidays.
It is. In this place, it's super low stress. It's just giant fun. And they can get tickets where, Andy?
At our website, Renee, andyandrenee.com.
And can they save money if they buy tickets in advance?
They can.
Do you
Up
know-
until what date, Renee?
The day before, at like midnight, I'm up there waiting for the clock to, the bell to ring 12. And I'm taking that off the
And then
website.
the price goes
It's a
up.
great deal. You get 8 hours of music continuous. Only take breaks long enough to get the next singer or the next band up there. You will hear 62 Bob Dylan songs, but I have to warn you that just scratches the surface of his immense catalog. But you'll hear lots of big hits and your favorite deep cuts.
Excellent. Were you a marketing major?
I am. I consolidate a lot of information into one sentence just there, and now I've ruined it by talking some more and providing no additional information.
Yeah, but your average is good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not a day goes by, I don't think about you. You left your mark on me, it's permanent, a tattoo. Pierce the skin and the blood runs through. Oh, my baby. The kitchen, I watch the water boil and I listen. Turn off television. Oh, my baby. Way you move is right in time. Way you move is right in time. Is right in time with me. Take off my watch, take off my earrings, my bracelets, and everything. Lie on my back, and I'm on at the ceiling. Oh, my baby. Think about you and that long, long ride. Bite my nails, I get weak inside. Reach over and I turn off the light. Oh, my baby. Way you move is right in time. Way you move is right in time. Is right in time with me. Way you move is right in time. Way you move is right in time. Is right in time with me. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. That's a Lucinda Williams song. And speaking of Lucinda Williams, we're going to be doing a show at the Grand Annex with our band Hard Rain on July the 27th. No, June the 27th. Easy for me to say. And we're going to be featuring the songs from the Lucinda Williams album Car Wheels on a Gravel Road, along with an assortment of Jackson Browne songs. So it's going to be a fantastic show. And I hear that there's only about 10 tickets left. So if you want to go, you should make sure you get your ticket right now. Open up a new window in your browser and go to the grandvision.org and get your ticket now, because it's going to be really great. Can't wait. All right, Andy, you're in a Canadian mood.
That's right. We're going to do a Neil Young song for you here. See if you can guess the name of this one.
And then we're gonna do requests after that, yeah?
into the black. They give you this, but you pay for that. Once you're gone, you can never come back. When you're out of the blue, into the black. The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. Is this the story of Johnny Robin? It's better to burn out than it is to rust. The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. Hey, hey, my, rock and roll can never die. There's more to the picture than meets the eye. Hey, hey, my. Hey, hey, my.
Yes, that's a Neil Young song. Hey, Andy, I'm always was wondering while you're tuning there
Yeah.
if we wanted to do a few.
Oh, okay. I'll
For-
have to do a major
Yeah.
retuning.
Well, you're a
This-
major dude, so
Oh, gee.
Every major dude, as your buddies and Steely Dan wrote.
love me some Steely Dan. No doubt about it. Do you like Steely Dan too? I
Yeah,
love
Sophia, you might want to catch this. This part is really fascinating
Yeah.
to the listening or the listening and watching audience.
Andy's doing a major retune like the major dude that he is. He's tuning down a half step. I'm not exactly sure why, but. Well, we're going to do another Neil Young song for Billy C. and also for Sandy.
Absolutely,
It's one of her
yes,
favorites.
For QB, that's his actual nickname, you guys.
He's a quarterback?
Or he's a judge in England.
Ah.
Queen's Bench.
Oh. There's so much information that gets disseminated during these things. All right. Still have not gotten my Diet Dr. Pepper endorsement, by the way. I'm just saying. After 251 live streams, nothing, nada.
I know, I keep checking my mailbox for a little contact from Sierra Nevada, and sweet bugger all.
Is this right?
check.
All right, here, this is called a thrasher.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
They were hiding behind handbells. They were planting in the full moon. They had given what they had for something new. But the light of day was on them. They could see the thrashers coming, and the waters shone like diamonds in the dew. And I was just getting up, hit the road before it's light, trying to catch an hour on the sun. When I saw those thrashers rolling by, looking more than 2 lanes wide, I was feeling like my day had just begun. Well, the eagle glides ascending. There's an ancient river bending down the timeless gorge of changes where sleeplessness awaits. Searched out my companions who were lost in crystal canyons when the aimless blade of science slashed the pearly gates. It was then when I knew I'd had enough, burned my credit card for fuel, headed out to where the pavement turns to sand, with a one-way ticket to the land of truth and my suitcase in my hand. How I lost my friends, I still don't understand. They had the best selection. They were poisoned with perfection. There was nothing that they needed and nothing left to find. They were lost in rock formations or became park bench mutations on the sidewalks and in the stations. They were waiting, waiting. So I got bored and left them there. They were just dead weight to me. Better down the road without that load. Brings back the time when I was 8 or 9. I was watching my mama's TV. It was that great Grand Canyon rescue episode where the vulture glides descending on an asphalt highway, bending through libraries and museums, galaxies and stars, down the windy halls of friendship to the rose clipped by the bullwhip, the motel of lost companions waits with heated pool and bar. But me, I'm not stopping there. Got my own road left to hold. Just another line in the field of time. When the thrasher comes, I'll be stuck in the sun like the dinosaurs and shrines. But I'll know the time has come to give what's mine.
Well, Renee,
Thank you.
you know, we've been joined by my next door neighbor, Phil, who has what David Foster Wallace would call it a classic double bind. He is a huge Neil Young fan, and he's a physicist. So I was kind of glancing over there, a little afraid at the line when the aimless blade of science slashed the pearly gates. He was kind of, you know, grimacing and then getting back into the groove a couple of lines later.
Well, it would be a real classic double bind if he was both really religious and a scientist.
They exist, I think.
And a quadruple bind if he loves that song and he was a religious scientist who wanted to hear that song while the Toronto Maple Leafs were playing. That's like a quadruple bind.
I want to hear the song, but the game is on.
Oh my God.
Do we have any other requests over there?
We
Renee?
do, Andy. We have several.
Okay.
Since it's Dylan Fest week.
And Sophia's over here writing a small book.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh, it might be
She's
an
often
artistic
illustrates.
representation.
So we're going to do one for Randy B. All right. Okay. Yes, it is TM. Wow, or too much T. No. It's MTM actually. That's the name of the song. Not Mary Tyler Moore. Well, Andy, you're showing your 70s.
I don't know that theme song. You probably do.
Oh, my God.
Who can turn the world on with
With
their
your
smile? Who can take a nothing day, suddenly make it all feel worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it.
Throw my hat up.
Okay, that's all, because we have to pay like royalties or something.
Yeah.
With each breath and every little movement you show it, love is all around me. I'm sorry, I got carried away. If only I had a hat to throw up in the air.
I know.
And Sophia, who's in high school, is looking at us like we're completely nuts. But that's nothing new.
And I'm recording this, she's saying.
You can catch it on Nick at Night, Sophia. Oh, 1, 2.
Wait a minute. No, wait. I have to make sure I'm the same key. All right.
Oh, who's? You want to know if this is a
No,
D?
I don't,
Yeah.
Andy. I don't.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. I know that evening's empire has returned into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me. I'm branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm a-going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped, and my hands can't feel to grip. my toes to numb the step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade unto my own parade. Cast her dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, and far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Beneath the diamond sky, with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Yeah, the classic Bob Dylan song, Tambourine Man, made famous by the Byrds, and they did they did 2 choruses and 1 verse, and Bob did 4 verses and 5 choruses. So,
And a solo.
and did you know, yeah, a harp solo. And Renee, did you notice that Tim in our studio audience knew every word to every verse?
Yes, because didn't he write a paper on it in college or
Yeah,
something?
and he's
We even have to
been-
get him to present it.
I know, and I've spoken to him about that a number of times, and he's cagey, he's guarded. Yeah.
I think he's trying to guard his intellectual property.
Yeah.
He's waiting for publication.
He's waiting for the word from his publisher.
That's right.
His dog and his dog ate his homework. Dog ate the homework. Let's do Fiend now. We've got a bunch of songs you sing.
Okay.
All right. Well, we have a interesting little finale shaping up here.
We've had some great Dylan songs all night.
I say again?
I said you had some great Dylan songs all night.
Yeah, actually, maybe we should do it. Let's do another obscure Bob Dylan song we're not going to play at Dylan Fest right now. Why don't we do Down the Street, the Dogs Are Barking?
Ooh, I like that song.
Yeah. All right, this one is on our CD called It Takes a Lot to Laugh. And I have no idea what album it's on because
So in the times they are changing from 1963.
I don't have to. 1963.
Yeah, so this was right, firmly entrenched in Bob's reputation as a writer of social commentary and political and anti-war stuff. But this song is on that album, With the Times They Are Changing, and a whole bunch of other songs. Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll, and I believe maybe With God on Our Side, or maybe that's on a different one. But this is a love song. So there was, he was creeping out of that box almost immediately.
Down the street, the dogs are barking, and the day is getting dark. And the night comes in a falling, the dogs will lose their bark. And the silent night will shatter from the sounds inside my mind. And I'm just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. From this crossroads of my doorstep, my eyes they start to fade as I turn my head back to the room where my love and I have laid. And I gaze back to the street, sidewalk and the sign. And I'm just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. Well, it's a restless, hungry feeling that don't mean no one no good. When everything I'm saying, you could say it just as good. You're right from your side and I'm right from mine. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. Thank you very much. That's a pretty one.
Very.
How about this one?
Okay, all right.
All right, here's one for Pam and Chris Sellers in Fort Bragg on their boat.
They're in the harbor.
They're yacht. Yeah, and their yacht. We're playing some yacht rock for them tonight. Hey, So we're not at Banana Leaf tomorrow night because Andy and I are going up to the Bay Area to do a little thing on Friday. But we'll be back. We have our VIP rehearsal. Well, it's not a rehearsal for the VIPs. It's a musician rehearsal for Dylan Fest on Sunday. But if you get a VIP ticket, you get to come to the rehearsal. And that's on Sunday. A little 5-hour rehearsal affair that will be cool and fun.
So fun.
So fun.
So fun.
Yeah, and then next week we've got the Lighthouse on Tuesday. We've got a Hard Rain rehearsal for Dylan Fest on Wednesday night. Thursday we've got Banana Leaf. Friday we're at the Yacht Club, the Yacht Club, sorry. I learned how to speak through phonetics, so I pronounce every letter. But you need to be a member or know a member to go to that. And then Saturday is another big old rehearsal, 5-hour rehearsal. And then Sunday is Dylan Fest.
It is.
So if you need Andy and I to help you move or anything, call us next week. We have a lot of free time. Yeah, or you need your yard weeded or your closets cleaned out. Andy, I think we have 2 to 4 on Thursday. So clear out that van.
If I get off of this mountain, you know where I want to go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Little Bessie girl that I once knew, she said just to come on by, and there's anything she could do. Going up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I sprang a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She mends me, Dummer's dream if I ever did see one. Well, good luck had just stung me. To the racetrack I did go. I bet on one horse to win, Bessie bet on another to show. The odds were in my favor, you know I had 'em 5 to 1. When that thing to win come around the track, showing up we had won. I'm going up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. I took up all of my winnings, I gave my little Bessie half. She tore it up and threw it in my face, just for a laugh. There's one thing in this whole wide world sure would love to see. That's when the little sweet thing of mine, she dip a donut in my tea. I'm going up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Me and my mate back at the shack had Spike Jones on the box. She said I can't take the way he sings, but I love to hear him talk. That just gave my heart a throb to the bottom of my feet. And I swore as I took another pull, my Bessie can't be beat. I'm going up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. There's a flood out in California, up north it's freezing cold, and it's a living off of the road, it's getting pretty old. So I guess I'll call up my big mama know deep down I'm kinda tempted to go and see my Bessie again. I'm going up on Cripple Creek. She sends me if I spring a leak. She means I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Yo-lo, yo-lo-lo, yo-lo, yo-lo-lo, la-la-la, yo-de-yo-de, yo-de-de, yo-de-de-do, yo-lo-lo, yo-lo, yo-lo-lo. The band. Yeah. That's called Up on Cripple Creek.
And you know what, Andy? That it's impossible to listen to that song and not move around.
I know.
Everybody in
guess
here
you're
was like
wiggling around.
wiggling around. You can't help it.
So according to Paul Popovich,
Yes.
it's a good song because Saturday is the Kentucky Derby, so it's a good
Oh.
racing song.
Ah,
There you go.
I did not know that
A
Saturday
nice
was the Kentucky
connection,
Derby.
Paul.
Are you going to make yourself a mint julep at your house, Paul? Has anybody had one of those? A mint
Oh, they're
julep? They're
awful.
horrible. They're super sweet. Is that right?
No, they're really.
It sounds like it would be good.
No, they're really. Yes, they're really not.
Huh.
Yeah, no, they're
Yes,
so
I'll-
popular.
Yes,
Everybody
I'll
hates
get you
them.
a beer and no, the drink sucks.
Yeah. Well, Andy, I think we should do this one for Sophia.
Huh, okay. All right.
Kind of hurtling toward the end here. This has been fun. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching online. Oh, thanks for that beer, Sandy. I'm gonna chug it before Andy gets here. Glug, 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 glug.
Actually, I can put the camera on your face and you can take a taste and then people can see what automatically
Okay,
happens.
put it on. This is what happens
Okay.
when I drink a beer. I'm not faking it. It'd be funny if it didn't happen this time. All of a sudden, oh my God, I like beer now. Okay, here we go. All right,
Okay.
this is not fake.
On three. You will not get the endorsement for beer.
Now here's the other one.
Do it again, Andy. I'm not close enough up to you now. The new camera layout, Renee, is a lot of fun.
Oh, very good. I don't know why I do that. I
I'm
can't
in
help
your
it. It's so
world
weird.
when it comes to beer.
It's totally involuntary. I try like once a year, so that's my one for this year. So I still don't like beer.
Perhaps it's the color of the sun-cut flag covering the crossroads I'm standing at. Maybe it's the weather or something like that. Mama, you've been on my mind. I don't mean trouble. Please don't put me down or get upset. I am not pleading, saying I can't forget you. I do not pace the floor, out, down, and bent, but yet, Mama, you've been on my mind. Even though my eyes are hazy and my thoughts, they might be narrow, where you been don't bother me or bring me down with sorrow. I don't even mind, will you be waking up tomorrow? But Mama, you're just on my When you wake up in the morning, baby, look inside your mirror. You know I won't be next to you. You know I won't be near. I'd just be curious to know if you can see yourself as clear as someone who has had you on his mind.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do the thank you. That was for Sophia. This is for all y'all who might want to participate in the remuneration of Andy and myself this evening for our efforts. As you know, you can do it through the website. You can do it through Venmo. You can do it through PayPal. You can airlift a huge bundle of cash to us if you want. I think that's inconvenient, actually. But anyway, we thank you so much. Why don't we do, hold on a second. Let's do Fiend and then this one. And as always, we give a portion of the proceeds to the Midnight Mission. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. We're going to do a Carole King song, and then we're going to finish off with one for Larry Prislow,
Who is still online, so he hasn't crashed yet.
All right, way to go. We kept you awake. Yeah, you know, when Patrick and I went to Africa a couple of years ago, we got in, we flew in, and we landed about 3 p.m., and so I knew I wanted to try to stay up as late as possible, so I went to my gig with Andy and did my gig.
Wow.
And it wasn't late gig. It was, it was over. I went to bed about 11, and then I thought, well, now I'm on perfect time now, and so, but what I didn't do was set my alarm, and Patrick and I woke up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like, oh, that didn't work out exactly like I had planned. So I hope, it was okay though, Larry, you guys will be fine. When you're down and trouble and you need a helping hand, and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together, call my name out loud, and soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, now baby, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, running, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now, baby, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Thank you very much. The penultimate song for today's show.
So is it a typo on the set list? Did you intentionally leave out the R?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's and the even the yeah. Sometimes people when they make requests they misspell the title. And
Oh, you're talking to me?
no, not you. We're not,
I'm the
we're not
world's worst
specifically
speller.
talking to you. But at one point somebody requested, "You've got a fiend." And so
So that
forevermore
became- that
is
became-
just simply
okay.
called
I
fiend.
figured it was, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah. So earlier Andy said, "What song do you want to do?" And I said, "Fiend," and he said, "Okay." Yeah. Some of them are dirty, you know, like your nickname for the song, but that one's just not. It's just funny. But if my mom's still listening, I'd never say anything dirty. All right, well, this is a request for Larry Prislow, back in the country. Thank you for listening. Thanks to everybody for watching online. Thanks to everybody in this little studio here. Thanks to Sandy for, again, running the chat room and the cameras. Andy, thanks for, just being you.
Renee, thank you for your beautiful cherubic voice. All right, you ready to rock?
I believe I am. Don't forget to get your Dylan Fest tickets. This is an original song, Fuse 32, written by the Hillstrut.
Men in high places with the gavels and maps, anonymous faces, satellites, wire taps, a pipeline flowing next to a feather in the dirt. Check to see which way the wind is blowing. You can never be sure. Open your eyes, take a look around. Everybody's waving flags, and the fuse keeps burning down. Ronnie was 20 years old, served like his father, proud and brave. He believed his president in the manner he was raised. He came back wounded and with a terminal disease that no one knows the name of. In these years of secrecy, open your eyes, There's a cave inside a mountain, a hunter on the hill. We try to tame the beast we first trained how to kill. But truth arrives in whispers, enlightenment, if at all, with shackles round the ankles and rattles down the halls, where hatred spirals. She rises like a ghost from a gun, from the heart of every wounded father, through the veins of every son. Thank you very much,
Thanks, you
everybody.
guys.
And that concludes live stream number 251. We'll see you up around the bend.
Yeah, we'll let you know when we're online next. Who knows?